All right, everybody, you know what time it is. Sing along with me. You know the words. Here we go. I don't need the microphone because I already got one. Here we go. Let's go. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield and win the blue and silver wave. Everybody, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor, you will keep your faith. Come on, everybody, sing it with me. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions! Baby. Let's go. Shout out to... there we go. What's up, everybody in the chat, man? We appreciate y'all. The Lions with a victory today over the Dallas Cowboys in a must-win game. Now, we gonna get straight into it, bro. All you casual Lions fans out there, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, bro. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You trying to buy into it. You trying to buy into it, and we got to see what we got next week, all right? So tuck it in. Tuck it in, bro, because we need to see what we got going on next week. Let's get right into it because we are already on overtime. We got the Lions post-game show pulled up and ready to go. Let's get right into it. The Detroit Lions win a must-win game, and we're talking about must-win, and they defeat the Dallas Cowboys by a score of 44-30. The offense was clicking. The defense was playing lights out. And we finally got what we needed to. One thing I can say about this team, now I want to have all my Lions fans. I know what you're doing right now. You got the Kool-Aid, you chug-a-lug. You chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. You like Vanessa off the Cosby Show. You chug-a-lugging right now. Tuck it in. Let's celebrate today. Let's look at the big picture. They showed up today. All facets. We did take a guy. We lost Harper. It's going to be intriguing to see how the Lions step up. Kirby Joseph might be back against the Rams, but Harper is done. CeeDee Lamb goes out. Brian Branch had to take the card away. We don't know what's in store for 10 days, but we do have 10 days before we face a monster game against the LA Rams. But I will say this. I will give credit where credit is due. And today, Al-Qadim Muhammad, after 4 games of MIA, the final reckoning, he showed up today, 3 sacks on the day, and was able to help seal this game. Okay? I will say this. You cannot go missing for game after game after game after game after game, right? Let me see some consistency from him. I am not buying into this. You guys bought into James Houston. Look what that, shout out James Houston with a sack on Jared Goff for poetic justice. Let's take a look at the stats. The Lions are still in this thing. All of a sudden have a 55% chance to make the playoffs. Take a look at the stats. The Detroit Lions had 20 first downs to the Cowboys 27. Shout out to Ford Field as well, man. The crowd came out and did their thing. Passing first downs, 17-10. What a day it was, man. Jared Goff still had a bunch of yards. We'll see that in a second. First downs from rushing, 7-8 for the Detroit Lions. First downs from penalty, 8. And relatively clean game. We'll see in a minute how many penalties each team had. Third down efficiency, Lion with 3 for 8. The Dallas Cowboys, 6 for 15. That is miserable. That's a little over 30-something%. Fourth down, the Lions. This is what I like. Dan Campbell, did you learn your lesson, Dan? He took the points. I love it. Dallas went 2 for 2. Total plays, 76. 76. Usually it's like 68, 69, 76 plays to 57 for the Detroit Lions. Total yards, 417 to 408. Defense did take a big hit today. You're going to see that. And that was pretty much due to CeeDee Lamb, man. He was cooking pretty much anybody who was on him. Total, we already did that. Total drives, 11-12. This was, of course, the victory formation drive. Yards per play, 5.5 to 7.2. Passing, 326. Another day that the passing game got cooked. DJ Reed was getting toasty. He was getting toast, bro. He did make a play to save the game at the end of the game. Shout out to him, to 299. Completions, Jared Goff, 31 for 47. I'm sorry, Dak Prescott, 31 for 47. Jared Goff, this is that sweet spot you want to keep him at in mid-30s. 25 for 34. Put some respect on my quarterback name, bro. Yards per pass, 6.3 to 8.5. Interceptions thrown, 0. A clean game for Jared Goff and 2 interceptions for Dak Prescott. Derek Barnes with 1, and probably one of the best interceptions I've ever seen, DJ Reed. Sacks, 5-1. Listen, this is overdue, people. This is overdue. I want to see if this team can sustain it. This team had 28 sacks over 8 games. In the last 4, they had 2. All right? This is not something to be, hey, look, be happy, be in the moment. Consistency is what we want to see. But shout out to Al-Qadim Muhammad, man, got a career high. He now leads the team in sacks, and that is good for him and the Detroit Lions. Rushing, 109 to 91. Rushing attempts, 22 to 24. Yards per rush, 5.0 to 3.8. Red zone, 4 for 5. We went 80%. They went 1 for 3. Penalties. I said it was a clean game. No, it wasn't. 7 for 76 to 8 for 50. It was a bigger hit for the Dallas Cowboys. George Pickens was probably responsible for at least 50 of them yards. The dude is a menace. He's a menace and a monster at the same time. Turnovers, 3. You've got 1 fumble and 2 interceptions. And here we go. Time of possession, 28 to 31 for the Dallas Cowboys. So listen, shout out to Super Chats. I'll get to them in a second. This was a huge game for the Detroit Lions, and so much was riding on today's game. So what would they win today? The Detroit Lions tied the NFL record for most wins after a loss at 15. If they lose again this season and they win the next game, they will be the NFL leaders in that regard. Speaking of leaders, Jahmyr Gibbs tied Barry Sanders, had a hat trick today with 3 touchdowns. He is one touchdown in 4 games. Basically, it'll happen this year, no doubt about it, of being the youngest player or to touchdowns under 24. He has 47. And this is why Brad Holmes' head is so big, bro. When you got a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs, you gonna walk around with a big head like you are, like your stuff do not stink, right? But shout out to Jahmyr Gibbs, was stuffed most of the day. Rushing, not so much, but receiving was killing it and was able to walk in for like the go-ahead score at the end of the game. Jameson Williams. I want to show y'all something, man. We got to look at the actual box score because Jameson Williams showed up. Shout out to St. Brown. I was a little nervous for him getting out there, but he got out there, man, and he gritted it out. And like he was the true definition of grit. But even so, Jameson Williams came out and had himself a day. 7 receptions, 96 yards. Should have had a touchdown. Got a little too excited and jumped for the pylon, but he stepped out of bounds. Amon-Ra St. Brown, man, was doing his thing. I was really worried about this guy playing because I didn't want him to injure himself any further. Isaac Tesla is an absolute stud, man. We got to get him going. We have to get today. You know what I want the Lions to take from today is spread the ball around. Get these guys involved. Shout out to these 2 dudes, man. Anthony Fursker and Ross Dwelly, the 2 tight ends that we signed, had 1 catch apiece. And they were all like on that first drive, bro. And they came in and did their thing. So, a couple things that I learned today that I hope that Dan Campbell, from this moment forward, that he continues. Take the points, bro. Sometimes it's okay to take the points. Also, spread the ball around. We have David Montgomery for a reason. Run him. You can tell very early if Jahmyr Gibbs is going to work or not when it comes to rushing the football. If it's not working, put in Monty. Monty was going forward every single time he had the football. This is how you do it. He led the team in rushing today. Today was a monster win. It was so monster that no matter the outcome of today's game, we were not going to be in the playoffs after week 14. I want you to sit on that. Sit on that. The Detroit Lions will remain in the 8th seed no matter what happens on Sunday or Monday. They cannot make any progress until next week. But we are going to be paying close attention to the Green Bay Packer Chicago Bear game. Today was a win. That's all I wanted. And some sacks, and we got those. Let's take a look because I want to make sure I give credit to this guy. I hope that Harper is good. He went out, and it was very scary seeing him kind of convulse, man, on the field. It was a scary moment. I'm seeing him do this, and I'm like, why is the ref not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just letting him do it. It's crazy. But he's out. CeeDee Lamb went out as well. All right, I want to make sure I give the guys their credit and go to sacks. Shout out to Jack Campbell, punching it out. I mean, dude is a missile. He's going to get paid. There's no doubt about it. And then we go down Al-Qadim Muhammad with 3. We also had Aleem McNeil. Yo, Aleem McNeil? I didn't even peep, bro. I was so into the game. So Aleem McNeil had 1. You had Al-Qadim Muhammad with 3, and then Jack Campbell with the 5th sack. Shout out to Aleem McNeil, bro. Calvin Shepard cooked today. He did his thing today, and we need to keep this going. So what we want to see is we want to see sustainable. We want to see this continue next week. We want to see it continue the week after that. We want to see it continue. What we want is we want to see this all the time. You cannot have a team to keep showing up. They show up and then they disappear. They show up. Look, y'all can say whatever you want about Hutch. I don't care anymore. There's no convincing y'all. Shout out to Al-Qadim Muhammad, who now, after a 3-sack game, leads the team in sacks. But it's easy to do when you got 3 and 4 guys. And you know what? Hutch was getting handled today. He was getting that dude, number 71, is a big dude for the Dallas Cowboys. So he was getting handled today, but he was also always in the backfield. Al-Qadim Muhammad did his thing. And I'm not going to take anything away from that. We're going to have a victory Friday. We're going to embrace this because we stayed in the playoffs today. So the Detroit Lions moved to 8-5. They finally sacked the quarterback after 4 games of 2 sacks, having most of their sacks. And I'm very curious to know, let's see where they, because you know your boy, man. You know your boy. I'm always on sacks, and I want to make sure I give them their credit. Sustainability is what we want to see. Nothing changes for me at all. So you can say whatever you want to say. I'm still the same. We've seen this movie before. We've seen the Lions get bunches of sacks, and then they disappear. So this is just a drop in the bucket if you ask me. All right, so let's see, where are we now? Where are the Detroit Lions after a 5-sack game? The problem, ladies and gentlemen, is consistency. That is what we are looking for. We're looking for consistency from the team. So the Lions, after a 5-sack game, I don't know if it updated. Nope, because they're sitting at 32. Now, they did play. They got 5 sacks today, so that will put them at 37. So now they are now 5th in sacks after 2 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago being 2nd, dropping all the way down to 10. They are 5th right now. So I'll give them their credit today, but let's see if we can keep this going. Marcus Davenport, another day of MIA. And we want to see if the Lions can do this when it matters. It mattered today. Can they do this? Can they sustain this when it matters into the playoffs, which we kept our hopes alive today? So it's going to be a great weekend now. It would have been a rough 10 days. We would have had a 2-game losing streak, probably on the way to a 3-game losing streak. Today, the win changes everything. This was a big must-win game for the Detroit Lions, completely changes the landscape of the NFC in a way that is toward the future, because now we need a couple losses from the Bears, man, and we could be right back in this thing. Let me look at the conference real quick. Let's bring this stuff in because like I said, nothing is going to, okay, all right, so you're not going to have me. Anyway, ESPN is acting stupid, all right? Appreciate you. Want to let everybody know today is the last day that you can comment if you are not a subscriber of 1 day or more. If you have not hit that subscription button, consider doing so. You would need to be a subscriber of 1 day or more starting tomorrow, the 5th of, starting today. It is 12:01, beginning today, right now, as a matter of fact. This video, you're going to have to be a subscriber of 1 day or more to comment on these videos. You guys are awesome. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. The show's not over. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. 8-5, still in this thing. We not done yet. Shout out to Al-Qadim, man. And Brad, don't you get any ideas at all. At all. I'm still on your neck. All right, y'all, what's up, man? So I wind up exiting out of my tab that was open for the live stream so I can get the chat back. Okay, hold on. Let me grab it back. Let me hit up these super chats, man. I appreciate y'all. We are waiting on the post-game show. Hopefully you guys took tomorrow off, man. Hopefully you took tomorrow off, bro. All right, so we got some super chats. Let me go back all the way up to the top. We got the first super chat of the day. Braylon with the super chat. Appreciate you, my man. Says, finally, the O-line showed up. I forgot to give Miles his credit. AQM finally showed up. Great win. Shout out to Braylon with the $5 super chat. Also, Anthony with the $5 super chat says, thank you, Lions. We owe you one. Sending our regards to a red wedding night. Eagles salute. Oh, you are a Eagles fan. Okay. Shout out to you, bro. I know Mark Holmes is devastated. Anybody that is watching Mark Holmes right now, make sure you tell him Lions Syndicate said what up, though. I'm gonna make sure I go over to Mark Holmes right after this is over. Monty needs more touches, especially opening the third quarter, 100%. That is a super chat from Dalton, 199. We also have Anthony Perry with a $2 super chat says, in big games, Dak is going to give it up like a Hendon Hooker. That's crazy, man. Appreciate the super chat. Kenny Powers with a super chat as well. $5 says, halftime parlays that hit were all plus money. St. Brown, 70 yards. Waymo, 50. Tesla, 15. Gibbs, 70. And Monty, 60 rushing yards. Odds were plus 4,293. Well, I hope you are rolling in the dough, my friend. Appreciate the super chat. Shout out to KJ Plays with the $2 super chat, and a member as well. Says golf was slinging and the peel tonight. Absolutely, man. And we've got Anthony with a super chat as well. Said $5 says St. Brown is tough. Got a lot of respect for dude. He's still injured, but he ate that yawn like a champ and buried them fools clutch. Absolutely, man. I was nervous, though. I was nervous about Saint, man, potentially, getting a further injury. You know what I'm saying? But the good news is he's got 10 days off, as does the rest of the team, and they came out to play today. Let me see. I work tomorrow. Unfortunately, I have a 50-gallon power vent water heater to swap out. Jesus. Let me see. Off tomorrow, great feeling. We need to keep Monty involved. Absolutely. William says, I'm glad they finally beat another team over 500. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. M.E. says, Derek, I calculated the best scenario for the Lions winning the division, and right now it's best for us. It's best for us that the Packers and Bears each win one game against each other. We have to beat the Bears, of course, in Week 18. Braylon is off tomorrow. That's what's up. Who's the sack leader again? Benjamin, you already know who it is. I'm not doing this with you, bro. I'm not doing this with you. I mean, don't listen. Okay, Ben, hold on. Let me put you in timeout real quick. Hold on. Let me put Ben in timeout real. I'm gonna give you a 1-second timeout, bro. Don't you do this. If y'all fall for this, y'all idiots. You guys are idiots, bro. I'm gonna put you in a 10-second timeout. Don't do this. We're not doing this, bro. Al-Qadim Muhammad stepped up today. We've seen this movie before. So if you want to buy into it, you go right ahead. Let me see what he got next week. Let me see what he got the week after that. Now, if you can say whatever you want about Hutch. I don't care anymore. I do not care anymore. This is Brad Holmes' problem. All right? Come on, man. This is what y'all do. Y'all do. I see why the Fords have the highest price tickets in the league, because y'all easy to please. Y'all are easy to please, bro. The dude was missing for 4 games. This is what he does. He shows up for games and he disappears for others. Y'all are being ridiculous, bro. Derek, the facts are that AQM has more sacks than Hutch. That is the facts. But what I'm saying is, this what we doing? We doing this. We are doing this. You know what? Where's the Peter Griffin sound? Listen, I was right. I've been right. Okay, so y'all, he has to prove me wrong. So he can do that. Y'all can keep believing if you want to. Let's see what he does against Stafford. Let's see what he does against Aaron Rodgers. Let's see what he does against. Now, we can all agree that he's better than Marcus Davenport. Y'all are crazy, bro. We back on this again. We back on this again, bro. 85. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he right under Myles Garrett. The dude been gone for 4 games. This is crazy. We need help opposite AQM. Okay. You know what? We need to, somebody who got Hutch's direct line. Who got Hutch's? Don't y'all do this. We not doing this. Y'all really? Are we really doing this, bro? Am I gonna have to fight with y'all? I'm gonna have to fight with y'all, bro. No. Listen, this is entertainment. Sorry, bro, but I can agree that the pass rush is bad. Holmes hasn't addressed it. Derek, is Brad gonna pay AQ him? He probably is. Is this easy? Hey, listen. I need $1 million. Can y'all help me, please? Is all I got to do is ask? Can I ask for it? Can you give me $1 million? Anybody? Can y'all all pull together and give me $1 million? This is how easy y'all are to please. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Y'all missing from now. We can all agree that Davenport ain't him, but Al-Qadim Muhammad, we got to stop all this, bro. The dude. This is what happens. This is what happens. We got 5 sacks and 7 sacks in week 3, and then we don't. Oh, man. Unbelievable. This is crazy. Let me see. No, it ain't rage bait. Y'all it's just funny. Lions fans are so fickle, bro. Like, they so easy to please. Derek, open up the phone lines and see if you can get Hutch on the line. Absolutely. I'm still waiting on the post-game show to show up. Yeah, trade Hutch. I'm about to make a video tomorrow. Should we trade Aiden Hutchinson? We got to worry about if Brian Branch is okay. Absolutely. Y'all gonna start calling Whiteside QB1 at this rate. 29 stuff. Hey, shout out to Miles Frazier. Miles Frazier was playing out of his mind today, bro. Shout out to him. Shout out to Dalton with the super chat says, I'll be pleased if he does it again next week. Thank you. Celebrate the win, but still ask for consistency. That's all I want. Hey, man says Hutch wasn't double much this game. Yeah, Hutch had a few, but number 71, I can't remember the dude's name. He was all over him. Your opinion is valid, bro. As soon as AQM doesn't show up, everyone wants to cut him. LOL. D has been following this team. He knows the pass rush. Yes. So look, y'all did this before. You did this before. You did it before when. You know what? You know what the sad part is? I know Twitter going to be a nightmare. Twitter's going to be an absolute nightmare, bro. Oh, how do I feel about Tom Kennedy? Hey. That's a good question. How do I feel about Tom Kennedy? I think Tom Kennedy, I think you got to keep him. Lane, I already read the super chats, bro. I read all of them. Tom Kennedy, he was returned. I think Tom, look. Okay. I think you got to keep him on the roster. I think you do, bro. I think you do. Tom is, all he does is show up. The dude was you know what? Like, he was getting better punt returns than Khalif, but, we know what Khalif can do. I'm not trying to take anything away from Khalif, but right now he's hurt, and right now I got to feed the high hand. You know what I'm saying? And I would still bring Khalif back, but as far as like let him play, but I'll be like, listen, at the very least, let Tom return kicks. I mean, Tom was balling. It is a crying shame that Tom Kennedy has not ever made a 53-man roster. That is absolutely, it's almost like the Lions take him for granted. I was hoping he got picked up. I'm not going to lie. When we cut him, I was hoping he got picked up by another team. And you know what I think it is, man? He plays lacrosse. Says, you got new super chats I didn't read. Okay. Let me see. No, I read, how do I feel about Tom Kennedy tonight? I read, I'd be pleased if he doesn't get. Those are not super chat, but those are member reward milestones. So I appreciate that. Says, what up, D? Happy Lions win day. AQM is mid. Y'all crazy. I appreciate that, bro. Shout out to Tyrell, member gang as well. Says it's week 14. Those who are producing late in the stretch will be impressive. It's encouraging to see. If Hutch can join the party, we'll go a long way. I agree. Okay. I'm not sold on AQM. I'm just not, bro. I'm not. So I am impressed by today. It was overdue. He now leads the team in sacks. He led the team in sacks earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I'm done fighting with y'all. I'm not going to fight with y'all anymore, man. It is what it is. Y'all want to crown AQM the sack leader, the sack champion, then you are good to go. Braylon, what super chat did I miss, sir? Okay, so Braylon with the $5 super chat says, y'all need to chill on AQM. Let's not get carried away because I'm not buying it. B, I thought I read that one, bro. All right, if there are any more that I missed, let me know. We've got another one from Dustin. Says, is Hutch playing too many downs? He isn't playing a crazy number of downs. Isn't he playing a crazy number of downs? He's worn out. Okay, so let me put this in perspective. Appreciate the super chat, my man, Dustin. Okay, so for those of you who are not aware, Myles Garrett plays about 70% of the snaps with the Cleveland Browns. Do you know anybody guess what Hutch plays? Can anybody guess what Hutch plays of the Lions snaps? It's very close to his number. He is very close to his number. Superintendent says 98 at least, 95, 96, 85, 95. Aiden Hutchinson plays 95% of the snaps compared to Myles Garrett, who plays 25% less. Listen, I'm not trying to make excuses for Hutch. We've seen what he can do. And is there a post-game show today? Because I keep refreshing the page, man, and nothing's popping up. So let me know. Maybe it's too late. Maybe they don't get it. I don't want to keep y'all up forever. Okay, so Gregory says it's 93. I saw that it was 95. That's what I saw. That's what I heard. So that's what I'm going to go with. Either way, it's still over 20% more than Myles Garrett. You cannot, again, I'm not going to fight y'all on this. I've been right for like the last 3 years. So if AQM can play like he played today, next week, and a week after that, and a week after that, and he's one sack away from double-digit sacks, if he can do that, fine. If he helps my team win the Super Bowl, fine. Until he's consistent, I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it, bro. At all. So we'll see. 93, 95 is still crazy and shouldn't be the norm. That's insane. The postgame is on the Lions app. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. They got a YouTube channel that we're sitting and waiting on them to do that. Usually when they do the app, they don't bring it to YouTube. I don't know why they do that. Isaac, TD Tesla seems like every catch with this guy. Yeah, you know what? Today was a good day, like all around good day. Tesla is like, yo, use the man. Use the man. You can see that you can get him involved with Jameson Williams. I'm going to tell you what. I really think this is the end for Khalif Raymond. I'm like at this point, we don't miss the dude. And I like Khalif Raymond. Don't get me wrong. He's been there from day one. Khalif Raymond has been here from year one. His contract is up. But it's like we really spread the ball around today. And we were doing some things. Derek, I'm starting to think you'd rather be right than have this team be more successful regarding AQM specifically. I'm just saying, well, superintendent, you know what, bro? I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that. You've been watching me for years, bro. You've been watching me for half a decade. And I have said to you and everybody who watches my channel, I would never rather be right than have a Super Bowl or be winning. But what I'm saying to me is that I just go by the numbers. And the numbers are, you said those were the facts, that he leads the team in sacks. That is a fact. And you know me, bro. I'm all about numbers. Right now, that is a fact. It's very possible that we could end the season with a where he leads the team in sacks. I'm all for that. What I'm saying about AQM is consistency. We knew Marcus Davenport was not it. You don't take a practice squad 6th-round pick and turn him into a superstar. You just don't do it, right? We know why Hutch is where he is. We know what he's been doing, okay? When it's all said and done, if AQM leads the team in sacks, he might have done two things. He might have earned himself a payday, and will be the first time since Hutch was drafted that he did not end the season leading the Lions in sacks. I don't care about being right about AQM. I want to be a Super Bowl. If we got 0 sacks, I don't care. I want to win a Super Bowl. It's when it's obvious that there's a problem. So I'm disappointed in that comment, bro. You've been around a long time. You should know me better than that. Tyrell with the super chat says, I wasn't sold on AQM either earlier this season, but for him to show up late in the clutch was encouraging. Absolutely. Let me just remind everybody, please, when you have the rest of your D-line stepping up, you can do that. You can do that when you don't have to do it all by yourself. You can do that. And we just instantly went to, oh, he's a hero and he's the best. No, Aleem McNeil got a sack. Jack Campbell got a sack. When you don't have to do it by yourself, it helps. It helps, bro. Myles Garrett is a specimen, but he don't got to do it by himself. We've already determined that Aiden Hutchinson is out there 95% of the snaps. I mean, what is this? I don't, we are so easily sucked in to one good game. Good. Hutch got 5 sacks in a game. The dude was a monster last year. He would have led the league in sacks. I don't want y'all to be fooled by this. I'm not fooled by Al-Quadin Muhammad's good game. That's what it is. It's Al-Quadin in a world. Next summer, Al-Quadin Muhammad is a good game. We literally saw in the Ravens game, Al-Quadin Muhammad got 2.5 sacks. Lions got 7 in total. Then what happened? Consistency is what we want to see, right? We've literally seen this movie before. It's almost like you're going to the movies and you're seeing Lord of the Rings for the second time, and you're like, wait a minute, didn't I see this movie already? We saw this movie already. Now, if he shows up the game after that, and the game after that, and the game after that, and the game after that, then we have a different conversation. Hey, Derek, is your videos cutting up? It might be me. Hopefully not. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Hopefully not. I just want to see consistency. Hutchinson is like in the background. And I was like, dog, where was Al-Quadin Muhammad during the Giants game? Where was he at during the Giants game? Like he had 3, like we've seen this movie before. Y'all was ready to crown this dude after he got to Lamar Jackson twice. And then what happened? Nothing. So I'm just saying, y'all, we gotta think more than that. So I don't mind. But like I said, I'm disappointed in that comment. Y'all been watching me for a long time. Look, I love being right just like anybody else being right. But I would love to be wrong and look stupid and have my team win a Super Bowl. Tyler Lacey is getting more snaps, which is crazy to me. You fighting a losing battle. Hey, I know, Chris. I know. But you know what? I wanted to bring the Lions in. But again, the postgame show is not on the YouTube channel for whatever reason, which is super disappointing. They'll probably upload it later. I noticed that they do that. They'll upload it later, or they'll upload the segments or whatever. But hey, congratulations to the Detroit Lions. Let me see if the standings have changed at all. Let me go to the NFL app or NFL.com and see. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great weekend, just sitting back watching football. You know what? I will say this, though, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the Lions, but it didn't hurt that CeeDee Lamb went out, because CeeDee Lamb was cooking DJ Reed. Like, it didn't hurt that he went out. So, we got the win, and that's what matters. Okay, waiting on my computer to load. There we go. Let's go to teams, and then we're going to go to playoff picture. And also, hopefully you update it. And then I'll bring this in here. All right. So let's bring it in, and we will see what we got going on. All right. So these are the current. This is updated. The Bears still lead the NFC North and the NFC. With the loss, they'll drop to 9-4. So there's a way that if the Rams can beat the Cardinals, and if the Green Bay Packers beat the Bears, the Rams will jump up here, and the Bears will go down to 2. I don't think the Bears can be any lower than 2, because even if the Eagles win and go to 9-5, and they have this, the Bears will have a better record. They're not off this week, right? No, they play the Green Bay Packers. Okay, so then you got the Philadelphia Eagles, then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to come down between them and the Panthers. It's going to be, the Falcons are hanging on, but I don't think they have a chance, really. Seahawks, and then the Packers right here. 49ers are on a bye week, so they're going to be, so no matter what happens on Sunday, this is where the Lions will be. You can see now their current playoff percentage went up by about 10%. Now, the Carolina Panthers jump up over the Dallas Cowboys, and they already have a 19% chance. Look at the Dallas Cowboys, bro. I am going to go. I'm going to spend the rest of my night, and I suggest that you do the same. If you are off tomorrow, or you can't sleep, because like I'm going to be amped up the rest of the night, I'm probably going to look at all the Dallas Cowboys stuff. Mark Holmes, Law Nation. I'm going to be in all day, watching all day videos, bro. I love to go see team creators after we beat them. I love to see it. So, we got another super chat. My bad. Let me see. Shout out to the Lions 7017 with the super chat 9.99 says, I've been a Lions fan since I was 9 years old, not from Detroit. We have never had a good secondary. Every year we are last in the league in pass defense. we will suck this year in that regard. Well, you know what, Lion? I don't remember when the 2013 or whenever we had Stephen Tulloch and we had Darius Slay and Quandre Diggs and those guys, right? At least I think we had those guys. It all starts up front, bro. And even though Al-Qadim Muhammad and all that stuff he was getting, I mean, a lot of them was like run me down sacks. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he had one or two that was a run me down sack. Not a step up in the pocket, but you got to be able to consistently get pressure to the quarterback. I mean, we had Jeff Okudah. We couldn't ever do anything with him because our defensive line was really never that good. I mean, who did we have? Charles Harris, Romeo Okwara. Who did we have on the defensive line? Okay, when we drafted Jeff Okudah in 2020, who was on our defensive line? Who was on the defensive line? Shout out to Ronnie Bow with the super chat says, what do you think about the officiating tonight? Thanks for the live, Derek. Okay, you know what, Ronnie? I was like, yo, they had it again. The safety was like, it was weird, man, because you had Terry McCauley, and he was like, that's a safety. That should be a safety, blah, blah, blah. Then they go to commercial, they come back, and he's like, looking at this angle, blah, da, 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 right? So I saw it, to me, it looked like a safety. They called a safety on the field, which means they had to overturn it. And then there was some other calls as well, man. But you know what I think today? And this is what I be telling y'all about the narrative. Like, I think today and that's a great question, that the narrative did favor the Cowboys, 100%. But you also you got CeeDee Lamb going down, and CeeDee Lamb might have had 250, like he would have had 200 yards. He was killing DJ Reed. Anybody that was on him, he was killing them. So he would have got 200 like he did a couple games ago in 2023. I think CeeDee Lamb had like 200 and some yards. He would have got another 200 yards. Then you had George Pickens. George Pickens was ruining any chance the Dallas Cowboys had, and that's the Pickens factor. Pickens is a factor, bro. Hands to the face, grabbing people's face masks, twisting it all, and then pretending like he didn't do anything. So that's a great question, and I think they were trying to put the Cowboys ahead. They were trying to do it, man. The offsides, like it was a free play. The dude is obviously in the neutral zone, and they're like, he wasn't? Come on, dog. They tried to do what they did, but you know what the difference is, too? We was in Ford Field. That's what the difference was. Cowboys and Chiefs, absolute nightmares. I saw CD throw up gang signs when he didn't mean to. I hope he's okay. Yeah. Okay, Run DC, Derek says, Derek, it was Everson Griffin. That's right. So our defensive line was Trey Flowers. We traded for Everson Griffin at the trade deadline. Who else? Romeo. Who else was our Charles Harris? Did you see 71 keep jumping off sides on Dallas? I didn't really peep that. Okay, missed the super chat. Okay, appreciate that, y'all. Because I can only see 10 comments at a time. And then if it's, wow. Shout out to Otani Dodgers. Appreciate you, bro. Says, will Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph play next week? Well, we don't know. We don't know. And unfortunately, Dan Campbell is not in front of the media. So I don't know, like, does he get in front of the media tomorrow or Monday? So we need to update on, but Kirby Joseph could play against the Rams. That's like always been, I guess, what they plan to do. Derek, would you take AQM or Davenport? Hey, AQM all day, bro. 100%. Davenport has done nothing for this team, man. Nothing for this team. It was probably like $20 money line. Dallas would have won by 85. Would have won like $85 in the third. The Lions outplayed the refs tonight. That's what you have to do. You have to outplay the refs. So yeah. So Dan Campbell clip is up with the media. Okay, let me check Twitter. I hate when they don't put it on YouTube. I hate it, bro. Okay. All right, so we got. Okay, here just getting started. Why are they doing this? All his clips are on. Oh, hey, look. Hold on. Let me get this guy some love. Let me get this guy some love, bro. Let me bring this over here. I'm gonna get this man some love. I'm gonna give him. Hold on. I'm gonna give him some love. Hold on. Let me bring this in.
Let's go, baby. We come out on top, and we win at home. We knew we had to get back. Let's go Lions, baby.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Hey, okay. All right, bro. All right, bro. Hey, I want to see you next week and the week after that and the week after that. They making it so tough, man. Here's Aleem McNeil. We'll do this and then we'll get off.
Lions fans, how's it going? Got the dub tonight. Good dub tonight, actually. DJ sealed it off right there. Got to carry this energy into next week. Let's go Lions.
Hey, they tired in the mug. They are tired in the mug, bro. All right, here is Dan Campbell. I hate when they do this, bro. Here's Dan Campbell.
Challenged a number of our guys, and man, they really showed up for us. So that's a damn good win. That team is hot. That was a hot team coming in here. That's a potent offense. And, you know, was it perfect? No. We still got some stuff that wasn't good. You know, we had some of these penalties. We had some young guys that we got to clean some of this up, you know, false starts, stuff like that. But we overcame a lot. And that's what this team does. So I'm proud of them.
All right. I don't understand this. What is the point of this? Why break these clips up, man? Just put it. You've been putting it on YouTube.
Turning it into touchdown special teams.
You at the crib, bro.
That's awesome.
And your offense turning it into touchdown special teams. When you guys play that well in all three phases, you got to believe you're pretty tough to beat, right?
Well, that is one of the that game there is one of the few we've had where we really played complementary football. I mean, really, really did, you know. And to be able to score right before halftime, we come out, we get the takeaway. It was a great job by Barnes. And then we turn it into points. I mean, that was huge, you know. All of that, the whole sequence of, you know, just the momentum and carrying it and helping each other out. And so everything was big, and the guys really stepped up. But we did. We played complementary football. And that, above all, is what really makes a difference. That's what good teams do. You know, it doesn't matter how good your offense or defense is. Man, if you are not able to, like, help each other out when you need it with one of the phases, man, it's tough. It makes it tough, and we were able to do that today.
All right. Now, I will say this. I said, what did I say on my pregame show? I said that we have to get to Dak Prescott.
Huge.
I said we're not going to win if we don't sack Dak Prescott. And Al-Qadim Muhammad showed up. So.
Yeah, it's huge. Well, you know, St. Brown is what we are. He's what we are. And that guy is, where he goes, we go. And his toughness and his willpower, his desire to compete, to help those guys around him, to do whatever it takes to win is second to none. I mean, he's rare, man. His mentality, I mean, his mindset is, it's just, he refuses to fail. He refuses to let things, nothing is going to, you know, is going to dictate where he goes, what he does, how it's going to be. He will dictate to himself what he's going to do. And it was really yesterday. It came down to, you know, provided nothing happened today when he woke up, you know, we did a workout and quickly it was like, I'm going. And we watched him and he was good. And was it perfect? No, but he was going and nobody was going to talk him out of not playing. I tell you that. So it was great to have him out there. And yes, his teammates feed off of that.
All right, so I think we got one or two more clips left. Let me see what else Dan Campbell got. I don't understand this, bro. They put all of this stuff. They put all.
Yeah, it's huge. Well, you know, St. Brown is what we are.
Oh, I think I
It's
already.
what we are.
Hold on. All right, I think I already had that one. Monty and okay, and that's it. That's it. All right, guys, we got one more super chat left. Shout out to my guy, Tail with the $4.99 says, where is AQM been all our life? I'll give him a pass only for tonight. We needed that game. Now I'm really excited to go to SoFi next week. Absolutely, man. Here's what we want to see. Everybody get their roses and their flowers tonight. We want to see consistency. We've seen this movie before. He had 2.5 in week 3. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like a sack here, a sack there, a sack and a half there, and then you go disappearing for 4 games. He showed up today. We've seen this movie before. I will say this. I will say congratulations to Al-Qadim Muhammad for getting a career high. Not only, so he'd been sitting at 6 for 4 games. His career high was 6.5. He got 7, he got 8, he got 9 today. So congratulations to him for that. Shout out to Rainbow Girl with the last super chat of the night says, Shep calling mostly zone first half made a big difference. Gave up 9 points, then switched to man in the second. Take note, need talent on the field to play man coverage. Absolutely. Did I miss another one? Okay. And that's what I'm saying. So, again, Brad still has to get talent on this team. Let's see if Al-Qadim can finish the job. Let's see if he can finish the job. But he going to get love tonight. Congratulations for him. Get a rest. Come back. We'll love to see Hutch be able to step up and get some as well. But, congratulations to these guys. I'm not going to change my tune at all. At all. I will start to sway on Al-Qadim if he can show up next game. And in game after that, he leads the team in sacks by half a game. But where was he at when we had a 366-yard game from Jameis Winston? Where was he at from the game from we just so easily duped, man. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, man, I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Have a great day at work. Don't forget, from now on, it's only going to be subscriber-only comment sections for one day or more. I appreciate you. Go Lions. We still in this thing. I'll see you next week or tomorrow.